Have a look at the woman as well.
Look, there's bigger fish to fry.
Listen, you've broken 3 already, so you need a saviour. No, there's no bigger fish than your salvation. Where are you going to end up?
Saving. I'm telling you, we need saving. All that lot that were in St. Paul's Cathedral yesterday. Right.
Yeah, probably. Some of them might be
church and state, right?
Yep. Organised religion.
Power, money,
corrupting,
No, the three major elements are privilege, wealth, and power. They have us in their hands, along with the multinational companies.
It's a fallen world. You're living in a fallen world. You just told me. You've given me 5 reasons why it's a fallen world. Power, wealth, privilege, patrimony.
So if everybody then becomes saved,
well, most won't be saved. Most won't be saved. They're so arrogant and they'll die in their sin. But were you born an atheist? Were you living
No.
Right.
I've been brought up badly. Brought up in the Congregational Church.
Oh, right.
My mother was a Sunday. I was brought up in a Christian family. I'm not a church going.
No, okay. So your mum and dad read the Bible.
Yeah. I went to a Congregational Church. Right. I then was doubting all the time. Yeah. I've been to university. I've studied philosophy. I've studied politics. I've studied history.
Have you studied the Bible? You see,
I knew the Bible. I know
James,
you
studied
the Bible.
He's an atheist. He tells me there's no God. He's been to university. He's got all these degrees. He tells me there's no God.
You have no proof. Where is the proof? The Bible isn't proof. It's not a historical document record, which was, good gracious me, if you believe the Bible is fact, it was written over how many eons? Different people, tampered with, changed, and all the rest of it.
41 authors.
41 authors. Over 6,000 years. Not bad to get the story right.
Well, the story, historically, the story may be right in the sense that there was such a person as Jesus Christ. I'm not denying that.
There's no doubt about that. Even secular history affirms that.
Well, okay, but that proves it proves to me nothing.
If you cannot find the proof that God is alive, then you log on this find it on YouTube. Then you will see this man.
Listen, I'm worried about you, James. If you died tonight, with your your attitude and rejecting God, I'm afraid it doesn't look good. But you have a chance.
I'm not bothered.
But you should. Listen. Our
chances.
paths have crossed. Do you know how many times we've been to this town before? Never. We never thought. No. So our paths have crossed. You were meant to walk up there, and I was meant to be here. So I think our paths are meant to cross. And all I'm saying is
that's ridiculous. Our paths are meant to cross.
Well, they were because you walked up here and I was there, and you said, "No, thank you. I'm an atheist. I'm a clever man. I'm a good man. I'm an atheist. I've been to you." Oh yes, of course you are. No, you're not. You told me you lied. You told me you're an adulterer. You told me you blasphemed. So you've broken 3 of the commandments.
Okay. This morning I have spent 2 hours with adults with severe learning disability. Now where's your God there? Where's your God there? We can do the whole thing about suffering, about wars, about all the rest of it.
It was a perfect world, it's a fallen world.
And what was God doing before? What was God doing before the creation?
What
was God doing before the creation? And why did He decide to do it on that particular day?
Do what on a particular day?
Create the world in 7 days.
Why not?
Well, why did He decide to do it then?
To give it to His Son as a present. It's a gift to His Son.
To redeem for us, because we're fallen, because we need a saviour.
It's totally irrational, illogical.
I would say without a creator, life is irrational and illogical. And if you go down the Darwinist route, and man is just a glorified animal.
It said, well, what's wrong with that, even if it is?
Well, Hitler said that, and they put 6 men in the oven.
That doesn't prove anything.
No, but it shows that if the philosophy is carried through, life is not relevant.
We can make our philosophies match everything, and this is what you're doing. What about the war in Iraq? What about Afghanistan, where innocent men, women and children
Okay, but who sent the soldiers to war, though?
Who sent the soldiers to war?
Was it God who sent the soldiers to war?
It wasn't God who sent the soldiers.
No, but it was the government,
God never intervened, does He?
But it was the government who sent the soldiers to war. Somebody once said that war is God's judgment on sin here. Hell is God's judgment on sin hereafter. There's consequences for man's sin, and unfortunately war is one of them. But war is made by the armistice. It's made by the governments for the most part.
What does it say in the Bible about, consider the lilies of the field, spend not now do the wheat, but Solomon in all his glory was whatever of one of the the believers will be saved.
Matthew 24.
Yeah, whatever. What about all the believers in the world throughout history? Thousands and millions of people who have not been saved, who've lived in abject poverty, who suffer.
Yeah, well,
What about their belief?
They're in hell without Christ. They're in hell. They're in hell without Christ.
So that's
they have a
the
conscience.
way
They have a conscience.
things are.
But they have a conscience, and their conscience tells them when they do wrong, and if they ignore their conscience, they pay the penalty.
So little
ignoring their
babies,
consciences.
little babies
No, not babies.
Born, well, okay,
Like humans,
you're
adults,
arguing, your colleagues arguing about original sin. So we're all born with sin.
We have
with
the original sin from Adam. Yeah,
So-
through Adam we fell. Through Christ we are
You're
redeemed.
just quoting, it's just sloganising. All you're doing all the time
I'm just trying
is
to respond
just
to your
quoting bits from the
statement.
Bible. You know, that you are telling me that my grandson, who is 2 years old, who has no concept, he's getting concepts now, but at the beginning had no concepts of anything, that he is a sinner.
He will grow, and he will start to make decisions and choices as
But he was
grows.
born with original sin.
He had original sin.
Yeah, he was a sinner when he was born.
He has original sin, yes,
Yeah.
and he will grow, and he has a choice when he gets to the age of accountability, either to receive Christ or not. And that falls under the area of free will. Like I say, man has a conscience. There's no way around it. Now, when man suppresses his conscience, he falls into the problems of sin. But if he turns to the Saviour, the Lord sets him free.
Okay, all right. Let us accept all this then. Okay, so then, if I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour, what happens when I die?
You go to be with the Lord
And where is the Lord?
in heaven,
And where's heaven?
above you.
And where's above me? Rubbish. Do you know?
Or we go into
Do
the
you,
ground.
do you
Or we go into the ground and we cease to exist.
do you accept?
Annihilation is what you would hold
You
to.
don't accept Darwinism, obviously.
Not at all.
But do you accept some kind of scientific theories about stuff?
It depends what scientists you want to quote. Some are Bible believers, some aren't. Science is just a philosophy. It's just a theory.
So so the strides that have been made in medical science, yeah, some of those people must not have been believers who made those
some of them were.
advantages.
Some scientists were believers, some of them
course they
weren't.
were. So those that weren't and have benefited humanity through their discoveries, the research and the brain, they're what?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your point is.
The point is that, you know, I just cannot believe.
We share the same name, but we share different beliefs, and that's the bottom line, isn't it? You're believing in the here and now, and that's all there is. Whereas for me, the here and now is just the beginning.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can here and now. I'm doing what I can here and now. Yeah, and I've done it all, and I've done it all my life. I've fought for people's equal rights. I've marched, I've demonstrated against the National Front and the fascists.
Yep.
I work in schools and help children with the reading.
Yep.
I've been working with adults with learning disability. Now that to me, that is my world. That is my reality.
That's fine.
That
That's
is
the
my
here and
reality.
now.
But I'm not doing it to get to heaven.
No, I'm sure you're not.
I'm
But
not.
the good works won't save you.
I know they won't.
When the judgment comes,
I know.
you know that.
I know it won't save me.
So you're doing it for here and now, which is fine.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
looking at the wider picture.
Yeah.
That when we stand before God
But
and we have to give an account for our
the
sins.
difference is that I am doing it now because as a human being with compassion, with love and all the rest of it, I'm doing it now hopefully to change things for the better for people, not to get to heaven. The reason why you would do all those good works to get to heaven.
Not at all. I'm already going to heaven because Christ died for my sins.
Right.
I can't get to heaven on my own good works.
Well, I hope we get there.
Well, I know I'm going to get there.